Hey, what's good, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to another Monday edition of Motivation, Encouraging. Just thankful to be above ground, see another day. The weather's getting nice, it's getting cool. The title of this video speaks for itself, Encourage. And I know I spelled it wrong, but there's a reason why I spelled it the way I spelled it. So yesterday, my son, he was doing homework basically, and my wife fell upon his workbook, and in his workbook he had about 10 pages that were incomplete. And my wife, she was upset, started yelling at him, and she was shocked. So when I heard about it in the next room, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna give this kid some serious discipline, and let him know, that he can't do that, or he's gonna get disciplined again. But something in me said, you know what, speak into him. Speak encouragement into him. Coming from a Haitian culture, a lot of us, I don't know if you guys know, but in the Haitian culture, discipline comes first. To put your kid in check, you have to give him a beating, or punish him in a very mean manner, so to speak. So instead of doing the discipline thing, I pulled him to the side and I just encouraged him. I spoke into him, affirming him, letting him know that you're a very smart young man. You're gonna become a very smart man when you get older, and just encourage him, do your work. When you don't do your work, how you gonna be able to buy things that you like? How you gonna be able to know that you're better than what you think you are? And he started crying. I was like, I didn't even beat you. What are you crying for? But just encouraged him. Just encouraged him, and I guess he was shocked because when he stopped crying, he was like, "Am I going to get a pow pow?" I was like, "Nah, I'm not giving you a pow pow." You know, when I was a kid, it was the other way around. I was coming home with incompletes all the time. Teachers calling in my house, and my father was very strict. He was a very disciplined man. He was disciplinary, and he didn't really talk. He spoke after he gave me the beating. But you know, you know, just encouraging is a very key thing in our lives. Um, Speaking of encouragement, I want to talk about The Walking Dead. You know, I don't know how many of you guys watch The Walking Dead, but I do. Love The Walking Dead. Great show. Um, and there's a character in The Walking Dead named Negan. Now I don't know if you guys know about him, but Negan, his way into getting into people's minds is speaking down to them, you know speaking down to them to the point where they feel worthless. They feel like they're incompetent, and what's sad is you know they say they're Negan. They lose their identity. So if you ask one of his followers, "Hey, I want to find Negan. Where's Negan?" and they say, "I'm Negan." And when you look at Negan comes off as a very sarcastic person, the guy you love to hate. And at first he looks cool and calm, but then once he starts to get to know you, he speaks down to you, and that's his way of playing the game with you, and getting you to follow him. And a lot of us, we're I don't want to say a lot of us, but most of us, we got to be careful what we say. We got to be careful how we encourage. The reason why I spelled encourage like that is because what you say, what comes out your mouth, goes into another person's mind, body, spirit, and it affects them, whether it be positive or negative. And if it's positive, that person is gonna grow. That person is gonna flourish. That person is gonna have their identity. But if it's negative, you know, remember encouragement. Whatever's coming out your mouth is going into that person's aura, going into that person's life. If you're speaking negative to them, what do you expect? You know, um, you fight fire with fire. It's just going to bring even more fire. You speak negativity to someone, it's just going to make them, it's going to bring them down, and then it's going to make them negative, and then it's going to spread like wildfire. And we need to stop. We need to stop with the speaking negativity into one another and speak positivity to one another. You know, we're not a bunch of crabs in a bucket. You know, we're here to uplift one another. We're here to encourage one another. And I encourage you. I challenge you. Go out there today or tomorrow or every day this week and encourage somebody. Encourage. Speak into them. Speak into them of positivity. Speak into them with good intentions of seeing them succeed and get to their dreams and goals. And and say it to a neighbor. Matter of fact, say it to someone, whether it be at work, school, home. Something so simple, saying, "Hey, that you did a good job on that." Say, "Hey, I like your shoes. Nice shoes." Any little thing to encourage someone and make them feel better goes a long way. Don't be a Negan, because as we see, when you're a Negan, people come after you, and you're not making a change in society. You're just making society worse. So I just ask you to continue encouraging one another, loving one another, and speaking positivity in one another. Whether the person be annoying, speak positivity into them. Um, just like I did with my son yesterday. Instead of coming out my face and getting upset, speak calmly. Speak encouragement. Because what goes in, you don't know how it's going to affect that person. Thanks for you guys for listening and watching. And definitely love you guys. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you guys next Monday. And remember, encourage one another, whether it be your neighbor, your friend, your cousin, and whoever it may be. Encourage them. Be positive. Thank you for your time, and have a great week. Later.